Welcome to Dead Center Disc Golf. We are headed out to Bad Rock Creek at Stocksdale Park in Liberty, Missouri for this flyover of the brand new Liberty Gold layout, par 65, 9,409 feet. Originally built in 2014, this course is designed by John Thies, features Disc Catcher Pro baskets. It is cart friendly with some mild elevation gain. There's a practice basket right here by the main parking area. Original T1 over on the right. Basket 18 also has some more parking as well as a bathroom, playground, and shelter nearby. There's a bathroom by the dog park at basket 1's tee as well. A couple different things going on with this course. You go in and out of the woods. You have some open shots. You have a couple elevated baskets on mounds, some tight gaps off tees. You do have open shots, and of course you have 3 different water carries. There's 14 and 15's pond here. You have the brand new 5 with a water carry in the middle of the fairway there. And as you'll see soon enough, water carry on basket 1 with a basket right next to the water. At this point you can hit the pause button, hit like, hit subscribe. Thank you for watching. It's been a lot of fun making these. I'm excited for Kansas City Wide Open 2022, the 40th annual Kansas City Wide Open, which this course is being featured on. Basket 1, par 4, 578 feet. You have an open shot going down the hill towards the water. Put on the brakes right before, and then you have another 200 feet of water carry. You can go to the far left side, stay close to the bank, or there's an alley back behind those trees, but most will go straight ahead. Those branches do hang out over the water. If you hit and make enough contact and don't go through, you will end up in the drink. Also, a little bit of a mound there. Hit up short, you'll roll into the water as well. Go long, you're safe. Basket 2, par 397 feet. You have a quick elevation gain to a gap of telephone poles all the way up to a mounded green, 197 foot, par 3. Basket 3, par 4, you have an initial gap off the tee through this corridor. You are forced basically to continue through, try to poke through this gap as well, and then you want to make your way left up this hill. If you can get up to here or even farther left, you're looking at a shot over some tall grass. You do have a little fairway here to the green protected by those big telephone guardian poles there. Remember, the smart thing to do is use the white painted lines for tourney play or the caddy book. Don't believe some random YouTube channel because they might get it wrong. Basket 4, par 4, 807 feet. If you've got a big forehand, you can throw it here for the right-handed players, or you can just try to play a position. You want to be either far or short of this collection of trees in the middle of this gap. That will set you up for your second shot to get as much distance as you can over this valley. The green tucked up to the right with a basket over here in the shadow, 807 feet. The brand new basket 5, par 4, 600 feet. There's a couple options off the tee. A lot of trees to try to miss. You could go left like the drone is, or if you take a peek right now, you can see kind of a gap to the right. There's basically 2 stumps that you want to kind of aim for on this hill. Straight ahead is one. There's one. We're kind of passing over on the right just by the course info bar, or that, I guess, one right there on the top right. But this one's tricky. You got to make it somewhere around here because then we're going to take a dog leg right. If you land on this high part of the hill, you have a skinny gap to get to the basket way off in the distance there. If you end up on the shallow part of the hill, the short side of the hill, you can hyzer over that water. And I think this is the only course in the world that has a fire pit hazard that plays casual. Of course, I'm joking. That is not going to be there for the tournament, but could you imagine? Anyway, green, not going to have a fire pit. What it does have has an incline, and this par 4 600-foot hole is a doozy. I like it though. Basket 6, par 4, 485 feet, kind of tucked up next to the tree line. What you want to do is hang out wide hyzer in the safety and land right at the top of this hill that you can see right now. That is the gap. There is a shorter gap, which is better played from the FPO tee that we saw earlier. If you hit the gap, get on top of the hill, you can look down into this kind of gap going down and back up this valley. Basket is elevated on a stump. This is another tough one in and out of trees, but another fun one to play. Really, first shot is about placement. Gotta have an open line for your second. Basket 7, par 3, 310 feet. Just another gap through the woods, but it is straight on with a little left fade. Will get you to a good position. Hill plays as a friendly backstop, so you can send it, do the full send, knowing you're not going to go too far behind the basket. Quick shot, basket 8, par 3, 425 feet. Another valley shot. There's a bigger fairway cut. And if you hit the F-150, that is Jerry Patterson's F-150, you get that truck. Okay, obviously you don't get that truck, but if you hit that area, you will get a birdie. So there's that. Basket 9, par 3, 195 feet. Don't let it fool you. Tricky gap, both at the front and back end of this small fairway with an elevated basket tucked up right next to a ceiling. Can be a little bit trickier than it looks. Basket 10, par 3, 495 feet. You go across the road. There is the FPO tee, which is at 347 feet. Open. You do have this little, cut in of OB with the long grass and the green on the opposite side of that. Can come into play if you put too much juice off the tee shot, but pretty open, pretty straightforward hole. Basket 11, I love this new placement tee. Puts you farther back from the gap in the woods. You have to pick a line at 388 feet, par 3. A little bit more open to the right. I guess you could try to go over. I've heard people attempt, and maybe Paul Macbeth could make that shot. But you go ahead, give it a go. Full send on that one as well. Mounded green makes the putt a little bit more difficult. Basket 12, par 4, 641 feet. Back into a long wood play down the hill. That left line really doesn't go anywhere. Tried making it down the left. It doesn't really offer you anything once you get to the end. If you can swing back into the fairway with a forehand, maybe that feels more comfortable to you. Other than that, you just try to go straight. Avoid this blue basket that is not going to be there for the tournament. You want to get down as far as you can, even farther here. Stay straight. Then you'll fade back a little to the left because we're going to go all the way through these gaps here to get up back on the hill and back out into the open. If you've played Bad Rock Creek before, you will recognize this basket as the old 13 pin location with the fairway to the right there, coming up to these gentlemen putting. We're going to see a great attempt. Watch this form here. This is a form check for a step jump putt right here. The wind obviously pushed that down into the cage. A great attempt. You're in the open. There's that for the green. Basket 13, par 3, 364 feet. This one is interesting because there are the disc graveyards right and left with that long grass. Good luck. It's thick and tall. So play short, then play for the green. Whatever you do, pray. Basket 14, par 4, 701 feet. Watch out for mountain bikers on this trail. You want to get all the way over here on top of the hill, if not farther right, because we're going to swing around and go back down the hill, avoid the tree line. That is all OB, and you have a really nice open green with some water behind it. That pond scum will hide that disc if it sinks below it. Basket 15, par 3, 286 feet. You could go left off the tee and go over the water, or you can take this right line, it's a hyzer line, and get around and be in a position where it's not too difficult. The basket's off of the water, but there is a chance you take a tree kick and pushes you back in. But you stay out wide and to the right, and you'll be all right. Basket 16, par 5, 983 feet. There's the FPO tee at 901 feet. You're going through that corridor, through those trees here, out up on top of the hill. You want to get out as far, get as much distance as you can, because we're going to go back down the hill. You'll see the fairway gets tighter here. Long grass is OB. It is marked. There is a fairway divider as well. If drive comes to rest surrounded by water, because there is water off the tee to the left, there's a drop zone with a 1-throw penalty. You want to keep going. We're not done yet. Going back into the woods. Look at this nice spotlight on the basket. Also, watch out to the right. We're almost going to get, look at this throw. Come in. There it goes. Nice. Get there for a birdie in 4. Basket 17, par 4. Back into the woods for a brand new hole. This one is really tough. Lot of trees and vines, some hanging down halfway. So if you put it up too high, you're in a lot of mess. You want to get to here, and then we're going to take a hard dog leg left, almost coming back towards the tee a little bit, as far as it's not a straight dog leg. It hooks back a little bit. If you can get up here, get your second shot. There's either a far right line, or you can take this inside left line to get up on top of this hill, going back up to the basket here for your par 4 17. It's a nice new addition. Basket 18, finishing up with a par 4 917 foot open off the tee. That tree line on the right does come in a little bit farther than you might expect if you're a little errant on the tee shot. Trying to get up as much ground as you can, because you want to get as close to this tall grass. You're going to carry it to get to the green. That is long grass, thick grass. Another chance to lose a disc, but it's a great finishing hole. It's going to be tough at the later rounds of this tournament for the wide open. And there it is, the new Liberty Gold layout. This course is built for the Pro Tour for elite level play. Come and watch the MPO, FPO rounds at the Kansas City Wide Open. Spectate. It's going to be a lot of fun. We hope to bring the Disc Golf Pro Tour here to Kansas City once again. Bushnell sponsoring Kansas City Wide Open. Big part of this community of disc golf. Thank you for watching, subscribing, liking, commenting. Got some merch on the way. Be on the lookout. You have watched Dead Center Disc Golf.